flag or Biafra flag and the Biafra restored. That is the only thing left. Every prophecy have come to pass, including Mazi Nnamdi prophecy, including my own prophecy and my own prediction. Everything have come to pass. I told you people some time ago that I take word from the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know how many of you remember that. I said, whatever I do, I take word from the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And let me make it clear today, for those who do not understand what we are doing. Because I watched somebody crying. I watched somebody crying on social media. I have cried. I have cried too. I have cried on this platform maybe twice or 3 times or even more. The one you don't know, the one you know. During the time I cried was the time I saw many things I didn't know was happening in this Biafra movement. A lot of people, they insulted me. This E-rat, sewage rat, they insulted me. They make mockery of me. Like the one in Turkey, he said, Simon, you have not started crying. He coming to shed tear crying on social media. Then I have not responded to their attack against me. So I watched all of them. And the reason I cried on program is not because I'm a weak man. Okay? But because what I saw, because of what I saw, that some of them know, but because they are part of it, and many people don't know, that was what made me cry. I looked at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I looked at what I have seen. I came online. I couldn't hold myself. I cried. Well, this is not the time to tell the story. We have a lot of work to do. But I want to remind you people today that those crying today are not crying because they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. They are not crying because they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not crying because, they want to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. No. They are crying because there is something they are not getting anymore. When I cried, I did not cry because there is something I was getting and I'm not getting it again. I cried as somebody who loved not just this movement. I cried as somebody who really came out to sacrifice everything, including my name, integrity, and everything, to sacrifice it because I believe that with what I saw in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will come. So I came. But what I saw after they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not what I saw before joining the struggle. And all of you could remember that I said, anything I put my hand, if it is not working, I will make it work. That is just me. I told you people that I'm on Sofia, that place where there is no road, I will put road there. That is me. If you have followed our program for a very long time, you will know that I used to say that I am on Sofia. for those who understand what it means in Igbo language. So when all these things was going on, some people, all of them, they ganged up against me. They thought I am the biggest threat. You know, they made me their enemy. They made me their enemy. They thought I was the biggest threat. They say I am Sabo. They know that I am not a Sabo. They say I work with Nigeria government. They know I don't work with Nigeria government. They say I sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They knew, I never knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. You know, they called me all manner of names. But I remain focused because I know the reason why this Biafra struggle is not for jamboree. I came to this Biafra struggle to sacrifice 5 years. 5 years. When I was coming to this Biafra struggle, I said, within 5 years, I don't want to fight Biafra more than 5 years. I have been saying it. Anybody that knows me knows that I have been saying that I don't want to fight Biafra more than 5 years. And that is exactly the way it is. I joined this movement in 2019. And this is 2022. We are getting to 2023. I said 5 years, I will not fight Biafra more than 5 years. Go and mark it. Now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured, kidnapped from Kenya, the spirit came to me and I pronounced autopilot, that the Biafra movement has entered autopilot. They attacked me, they fought me, they blackmailed me, they said all manner of things. They said that there is nothing like autopilot in IPOB. They say there is nothing like autopilot. And now what they do now is that if they want to, you know, they are gathering people for themselves, they will ask you, are you for autopilot or are you for the people who have expelled from the criminals? Some people will say they are for the criminals and they will continue to deal with them. Some people will say they are for autopilot, they will sack them. And let me tell you, people have died for just identifying themselves with autopilot. They have announced the name of commanders, and after announcing their name on Radio Biafra, they killed them for just the commanders identifying with autopilot. Let me tell you, it is not because they didn't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu declared autopilot in 2020. It is because they are evil. It is because they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dead. And what breaks my heart, I want to say something today, very important. What breaks my heart is that even the family, even some of them, the family of our leader, when he was kidnapped, some of them were keeping in contact with me. And as they struggle for whatever interest I do not know, those who were in contact, they started to distance themselves. I look at them and laugh. Because if you are not genuine, you can never identify yourself with me. So, I told them, I will no longer take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the prison or from the DSS dungeon. And I gave a reason. The reason I gave was that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not free to give orders from the DSS dungeon. Another reason I gave was that we don't want anything we are doing for them to use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So whatever that we are doing in this Biafra liberation, they don't have anything to link it with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because we are not taking order from him. They still blackmail me, attack me that I said I'm not going to take order from my... Why I'm saying this thing is that so that it will be on record. Because when I said I'm not going to take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I gave reasons for that. Today, the people that did that, all this blackmail, including those coming to social media to tie themselves, they are crying. They are crying. The reason why they are crying is not because they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or because they love Biafra. They are crying because there is something they are not getting anymore. There is something they lose. But when I cried, I didn't lose anything. When I cried out of passion for this Biafra. I cried out of love. I cried because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surrounded himself with criminals. And you know, I don't attack people when I'm not ready. So, one thing is this. Before we get to next year or even the end of this year, all of you, those criminals, will have nowhere to go. And mark my word. They will have nowhere to go. So, Biafra people, they follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They pretend to listen to his broadcast. Every day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on air. They say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting. He's coming online. Tune on, tune on. Some people will come to monitor whether Simon Ekpa is broadcasting where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting. They will come. Oh, even if I started airing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast, they say, oh, come. Simon Ekpa is broadcasting. All the thing they want was anybody that would come close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to help him to actualize this Biafra, to restore this Biafra, because they were never genuine. They have found career in the agitation. So they come against the person, they use blackmail and all that. Many people that were working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was sacked, they were innocent. Because I have seen that. Many of them were innocent of what they accused them of. I am telling you, many of them. And those who were sacked because of this accusation, if they are still in the spirit of Biafra, they will also come back at the end. Many of them that have many things to offer for Biafra restoration because the time has come. We need to work on many sectors of Biafra government. So we need people who have something upstairs to be part of it. So many of them have many things to offer. These people who want to make Biafra their career, they chase them away. They are all this stout, agro. When they come to Radio Biafra, they will, they will be shouting and barking like dogs. So, because they believe that it is only them with their fake agitating will get Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot get Biafra alone. He need me, he need you. He need many people who are genuine to get Biafra. Now, they kidnap him from Kenya. He can't bring himself out. He need people to help to bring him out. He need me, he need you. He need even those that they have blackmailed out of the movement. He need many of them. All they do is to blackmail anybody who they feel is a threat to their career. Today, they are crying. I want to tell you again that I take word from the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we are going to listen to the declaration of autopilot. Now, the question you should be asking yourself, look back how they insulted us about autopilot. Look back how they, blackmailed us about autopilot. You find out that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, they fought against it. They have fought against Eastern Security Network. As I'm talking to you today, Eastern Security Network is intact and the Eastern Security Network is not under the command of anybody from these criminals. We are taking care of the Eastern Security Network going forward. There has been a new, formations. There have been more designed template. We have overhauled everything. How Eastern Security Network will be taken care of going forward. We have data. We have created data. So anybody coming to tell you that they are in charge of Eastern Security Network, they are criminals. They are liars. We are going to fund Eastern Security Network and we will support them and provide them everything they need to secure our land. So anywhere, anybody comes to tell you that Eastern Security Network doesn't know Simon Ekpa or does not know autopilot, they are all criminals. We have taken charge of the Eastern Security Network. The entire Eastern Security Network in entire Biafra land, we have taken charge. And we are going to provide everything they need going forward. Let me tell you one thing. That is why the first time I am making this particular statement, it is very important that going forward, there must be uninterrupted fund to the Eastern Security Network. Uninterrupted funding. When we talk about funding, we talk about funding. The structure we are using now has never been there before. Accountability and transparency has never been there before. And anybody that have any access to them can confirm this. We have come. Biafra has beginning to build the security structure. It is not only about fighting for Biafra. It is going to go beyond fighting for Biafra. So Eastern Security Network, for the very first time I'm making this announcement, is under the control and have come to fall under this particular autopiloted, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are going to fund everything that they need. Biafra is a spirit. It is only for those who understand what that word means. Gone are the days where they will order anybody to go after any commander to kill any commander. Any criminals that we see in Biafra land, they are our enemy. We are not focusing on those. What we are focusing on now is to protect our land. And for those who are posting the images of our people, innocent people, if anybody dies, we are going to remember them. It is no longer going to be business as usual. Those who rant on social media, who rant on Radio Biafra, thinking that, they are still relevant in this movement. They don't know that they are gone forever. we will pilot this particular movement until our leader is released, until our leader will come out. And those who say they want to scatter Biafra movement, I am telling you today that what you don't know is bigger than you. Nobody can destroy this Biafra movement. Nobody. That is why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking in parable, some of them who claim to follow him, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know what he's saying. Because they are all evil. They are all criminals. They never supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their pure heart. So today, everything is coming very clear. They have come to understand that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, it will take you 100 years to penetrate IPOB. This is what we are talking about. When they thought that they have destroyed everything, autopilot is here. Because it is more than spiritual. And that is why, even if we make mistake, it will be in our favor. Because it is ordained by God for Biafra to come. And this particular autopilot will restore Biafra next year. Go and mark it. Biafra will be restored in 2023. If it didn't happen, it will be the open and the beginning of Biafra. But I'm assuring you that this movement will restore Biafra in 2023. Go and mark my word. And I have always told you people, I know the day Biafra will come. Do you know when the first time I made that statement? Last year. They attacked me on social media. They blackmail my name. They say, oh, please, if he know when Biafra will come, why are we wasting our time? Please, let him just tell us so that everybody will go and sleep. They say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't even know when Biafra will come. It is you. Who told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't know? Did he tell you that he don't know? Well, let me tell you, I know the day Biafra will come. We are going to make it possible. This Biafra movement is real. Those of you who have come and you have made Biafra agitation your career, sorry, you have been kicked out of the movement. You are only going to struggle between now and September, October, and we will hear of you no more. Those of you that are crying today, if you are spiritual, like you claim, you could have asked question about Simon Ekpa. Should have consulted that whatever you worship, ask question about Simon Ekpa. Is this Simon Ekpa real? Is this Simon Ekpa fake? Is this Simon Ekpa genuine? Is this Simon Ekpa really supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You should have gone to all this your Dibia and all this your Oracle to consult them and ask them question. But you didn't do that. All you do is to come on social media to call me criminals. You call me criminal, you call me a fraudster, you call me a blackmailer, you call me this, you call me that. And let me tell you, one of the women was contacting one of the Umada. Simon, that Simon, if we tell you what we know about that Simon, if you know what we know about that Simon, and this is a woman that I have had meeting with. If we tell you what you know, tell them what you know about this Simon. If we tell you what we know about this Simon, tell them what you know about that Simon. And what the member of the woman that now asked the woman, can you tell us what you know about this Simon? The woman say, do you know what Simon did? Simon hijacked Umeri account. Simon hijacked the website and changed the website account and put his own account. And of course, for somebody who is not an insider, who is not a member of Umada, the person will be saying, wow. But it happens that the woman, the member of Umada, knows exactly what we have done. And I was telling her, you see, this is how they go and blackmail people. So, these are the problems. They tell you Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Tell them what Simon Ekpa have done. That's why we can come. I will expose you for 1 year. I'll be waiting for somebody to expose me. Nobody have come to expose me. I have exposed everybody. I've exposed, including the one that went to Juju. I've exposed them. I am waiting for anybody to come to expose me. Nobody have been able to do that. And I said, I did not only ask them, I said, any day you see, bring a voice message, recorded voice, where I am discussing with any politician about Nigeria. Bring it. Bring text message where I am discussing with any politician in Nigeria. Bring it. They have not brought anything. I have been asking and challenging all of them. Every day somebody will wear coat like monkey, come to social media. If you know what I know about Simon Ekpa, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. Yet, they have not exposed me. Even the one that the nakedness is on social media, they have not exposed. I'm waiting for them. So the reason why I'm making this comment today is because of the voice message or the recorded voice of our leader, the broadcast of our leader in 2020, that he declared autopilot. On a most serious note, I didn't know that our leader declared autopilot, honestly. But because I have told you people that the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu connects with my spirit. And that is why I have said I take word from his heart. A lot of people didn't believe it. I must give credit to this autopilot media person. This guy is doing a very fantastic job. Freeman Obialo. I think his name is Victor or something. The guy is doing a very wonderful job. He went, to dig out when Onyendu declared autopilot. And today, they have all seen it. They attack me. They say there is nothing like autopilot in IPOB. They say anybody that is autopilot. Now, the question is, what are they going to do to commanders they have killed in the name of supporting autopilot? What are they going to do to those people that have finished their life and rendered useless because they identify with autopilot? While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the spiritual janitor of the autopilot. Today, I am going to play part of that particular broadcast. So let us listen to it.
Here we have come to enlighten and to educate without any apology to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, undeflectable. There is nothing the enemy can do. Our call is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And we are on autopilot, I can assure you. And we are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
We are in autopilot. We are in autopilot, I can assure you. That was our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A prophecy. In 2020, an autopilot was pronounced by me in 2021. Today, this broadcast is out. I can assure you. That is why whatever they do against autopilot, they failed. Because they don't know the spirit behind autopilot. They don't know the spirit behind the movement. Autopilot was anointed by Mazi. So every decision we make today is under the anointing. I am telling you the fact. That is why we are doing unimaginable things. That is why we have been able to do many things within 1 year. Within 1 year, we have created radio. Within 1 year, we have chased criminals out of the movement. Within 1 year, we have rebranded everything. Within 1 year, we have taken charge of the all Eastern Security Network everywhere in Biafra land. Within 1 year, we have united Biafra agitators. Within 1 year, groups of Biafra movement are coming together under autopilot because it is a divine mandate. And within 2 years, we are going to restore Biafra. And now we have spent 1 year. And next year is the second year. So within 2 years, this autopilot will restore Biafra. Go and mark my word. I am serious. So when you see us doing something that they have not done, all these criminals have not done for 10 years. All the money they have been contributing, they scam Mazi. They scam him. They tell him, oh, this is good, this is working. Nothing was working. They tell him this one is there, nothing was there. Everything, they scammed him from beginning to the end. Today, we have restored hope in our ESN. And they can feel it now. And of course, they should know that something is coming. They say ESN is not the ESN don't receive money. Who is paying ESN? Nobody is going to pay ESN salary, but there is something we call welfare. They are entitled to welfare. That is what you do to volunteers. When people volunteer, you give them welfare. And we are going to make sure that we provide them with welfare, the welfare that is needed. The people that are telling you that ESN doesn't need welfare, they are doing Nzama with the same ESN. Is that fair? That is why everything they touch fails. The ESN personnel put their life on the line. And some people somewhere, somebody somewhere in Kuwait, a criminal, is eating fat. Has been eating fat. That is why their eyes are red. Their eyes are out. Because they never believe that we are going to end this their career. We have ended it. Their career, on you go pay. And if you continue to give them money, that is your money. Because some of them, what they do now is to have one group here, one group there, one group one place there. You know, they'll be giving them small thing. Oh, take this. After 3 months, take this. After that month, take this. And these are the people they subject to degrading treatment. They don't take care of them. They don't ask about their welfare. They don't give them food. Nothing. I am telling you that Biafra is coming in 2023. I am telling you this night that our Eastern Security Network is intact. I am telling you today that Eastern Security Network is our responsibility. The welfare, the feeding, and everything they need is our responsibility. Game have changed. If you don't know that, you know it now. Sheriff also have changed. until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Eastern Security Network will be pampered. If they are listening to me, some of them, they will be pampered. We are going to pamper them. They are the people that protect our land. Why these people are subjecting them to, and they use under volunteer. Oh, they are volunteer. You don't give them money. You don't give them this. They are volunteer. Who told you that? Even some of them can't eat even twice a day. Some of them don't eat at all. That is how wicked these criminals that surrounded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are. Criminals. How wicked they are. They don't feed our men. From down on, since, we chase away the last criminals. There are other people that is still left. I want to tell you, this particular separating the chaff is still ongoing. We still have few people that is going to leave autopilot. And then we are good to go. Few people more to go. We will go with speed. Anybody that thinks that is going to use autopilot to open, you're going to use a ESN or autopilot to open office, you are gone. Believe me, you are gone. This is not business as usual. The new system and the new pattern and template for Eastern Security Network has come to stay. The only thing we know now is to fund them and make sure that our land is protected and our land will be defended when the need arises. Today, this particular broadcast is question and answer. Having spent almost 1 hour addressing you, I am going to open the line for you to call. So, on this note, I want you to call in and ask question. If there is any question that bothers you, this question and answer is going to last for the next 1 hour. Then after that, one moment. All right, welcome to the program.
Mazi, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Ndewo.
Mazi,
good evening. You have 2 minutes. I want question today.
Yeah, Mazi, I want to ask you one question, please. I don't know if you have said such a thing in your program before, but I want to ask you because many people don't know this. Do you know that in Nigeria Constitution, is it true that in Nigeria Constitution and the paragraph exclusive list in Nigeria Constitution, I think paragraph 36 or 26 says there will be no seaport or international airport in Igbo land. Is it true?
Well, I don't think that is directly, that was like directly written or boldly written, like that will not be in Igbo land. What that exclusive list mean is that they made the law that you need to take permission, approval from the government to do certain things. Okay? And that particular approval is vested on the president. So it is almost impossible to do certain things in some certain region, like in the southeast, because they are not going to approve that. For example, the seaport, for example, the airport, the international airport, and all that. So these are the things that are in exclusive list that the law requires some certain step to allow that to happen. So, for example, in the southeast now, a governor cannot say, okay, I have a waterway in my state. let me build a port. You understand? The governor don't have that right to do that. So that is what actually what the Constitution is stipulating. So Constitution did not say in the southeast there will not be port. In the southeast there will not be airport. I don't think the Constitution will say a such thing, because then it is a direct attack. And no matter how bad the Constitution is, it cannot specifically say there will not be port in the southeast.
Yeah, but they are not going to, like as you said, they are not going to say it direct, you know?
Yeah, of course.
As you say now, that they are going to debate it. Like as you said, that they are going to, even if they bring it in the House of Assembly, right? You find out that even the Yorubas in the House of Assembly will kick against it.
No. Listen, the House of Assembly is a state, but the House of Representatives is the national. So the House of Assembly in Yoruba land don't have any power.
I mean in the federal, understand me? In the federal in the House of Assembly, because they use such a thing to compensate Yoruba. I'm not that I'm against Yoruba people, but they use such a thing to compensate Yoruba. That is why anytime they bring that in there, they will kick against it. And tell me, how can P2B will sort out this type of problem?
That is the point now. We are not even talking about, that P2B cannot even solve one, like a half problem of in any way. So, P2B can't solve anything, and he knows it. He knows it. He knows it, and so anybody expecting that P2B is going to solve, nobody can solve any problem in Nigeria. By tomorrow, I think from tomorrow, when I come on time, we will go into deep analysis of certain things that that's going to convince a lot of people why we are not going to allow election in Biafra land. That's what we are doing now.
Tonight, you see this night broadcast he did today. Have put many people on shame. You see this program, this Mazi broadcast he played today. Today, many people will not sleep today. This night. I'm telling you.
Yes, I don't know the face they are going to use to come on social media after attacking autopilot.
Well, Matt, thank you very much for our good work. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, welcome to the program. All right, good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good morning and good evening, Mr. Simon. I'm calling from Turkey.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. This is my first time of calling.
First time of calling.
I'm
wow.
a first time caller.
Wow.
Okay.
May I ask you? May I ask you what motivated you to call for the very first time?
Yes. Thank you. I want to first thank you for what you are doing for us. And secondly, before I turn my question, you should understand that Mazi was at the time told the soldiers that were in the zoo military that they should resign for and can double their salaries. So about the people that are making noise all over the internet about the Eastern Security Network that are not supposed to be earning anything. So secondly, then I'll have to ask my question very first. Please, about the radio, which I think is a paramount thing that we should face now. And some of our states are already hearing from the voice of Biafra FM. So, and some other people are not hearing. So I'm suggesting, I'm just making this request. Apart from the people that you said you want people to volunteer to do it, is there any other way we can handle it? Because those people from other, like the coastal region area, since they can't, they're not coming up to do anything, is there any way we can handle this without waiting for individuals to do it, sir? That's what I want to ask, sir.
Sorry, come again. Is there any way you can handle it with what individual? Sorry?
I said, apart from waiting for individuals
to do it. Is there no other option that Biafrans can put the radios, the transmitters over there, those places that they have not gotten any radio there without waiting for individuals? Since they are not coming up, nobody is coming, because I think only about three states, 4 states now in East are still hearing from the radio. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, actually, I really don't understand what you meant, but what we need is that people who want to support radio, if you want to support a state, you can come up. It doesn't cost much. But those who don't have what it takes to support one state can actually donate to the VOB through the website, the IPOB in USA.org/donate, and then choose general. So when you choose general as the option or the payment, the portal, you choose general, it goes directly to that VOB. So, and another thing is that even if you made a mistake and choose something else, you can send the receipt to me and say that you made a payment for Voice of Biafra. Then I will forward it to the appropriate persons, and then that money will go to the Voice of Biafra. So you don't need to. It is not a must that individual will sponsor a state.
Okay. I'm clear now. Thank you very much. I really thank you so much. I really appreciate.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate. Thank you. All right.
All right. Good morning from here.
All over their body. They don't wear shirts.
Hello.
And they have a share.
Hello. This one is not talking, so there is not a lot of noise there. So, all right. Good morning from here.
Good evening, Simon Ekpa.
Yes, welcome to the program.
Yeah, it's Pedro. Simon,
yes.
There are some certain things that baffles me that I want to have some private answer to it. You understand?
Okay.
And Soludo now is now saying that he's now attacking the ESN, or he's now attacking the kidnappers in the bushes and causing some arms and whatsoever. But Rufai said that they cannot attack those people because they will put the life of the kidnappers in danger. So what I'm asking now is, if those people that Rufai say that they are not trying to approach them because the life of people are in danger, how is now Soludo trying to do it without putting the life of people in danger? Because since they have attacking those people, I have not heard, or I have not noticed any information that they have caught people with people they kidnap, showing that they are not after kidnappers, they are after ESN. If there is kidnappers they are after, they should focus their aim on kidnap. So what I'm asking you now is, how do you take the thing that he's doing, saying that he's after the kidnappers, why he's after ESN, why Rufai, that has the whole opportunity to go after the kidnappers, say that he's not attacking the kidnappers because it will put the lives of people in danger? What do you have to say about it?
Soludo is not. We don't. The kidnappers we have are the Fulanis. In Biafra land, and everybody have confessed to that. That is not to say that there are no criminals in Biafra land. There have been criminals in Biafra land even before Biafra movement started. So Soludo is not fighting any kidnappers. You know where the kidnappers are. The kidnappers are the military. The military know who they are. They shell them. When the prelate was kidnapped, the military were just 100 meters away from the kidnappers. So if Soludo want to fight kidnappers, you know where they are. The question people should be asking is that all these things Soludo is saying, have they not rescued any kidnapped person? Have you ever seen in the news that they went to that place, they say there are kidnappers, and they rescued anybody?
That is what I'm asking. That is what I'm asking, because according to Elufai, he said that they are not after them because if they attack them, they will put the life of those that are being kidnapped in danger. But Soludo is start attacking them without excluding anybody. So
that is what I'm saying. That if the people are actually kidnappers, Soludo will do the same thing, because it is a precautionary measure that is being used by any government. If you don't just go and start attacking kidnappers then, because you know that you put the life of the people they kidnap in danger. So the people that Soludo is attacking, they are not ESN, are not kidnappers. And when you see they call them criminals, you don't know. Let them show us one thing that made them criminals. Is it gun? We provide gun for Eastern Security Network to protect our land. So is it gun? So let them show us anybody that have rescued or anything implicating anybody. I'm not saying that there are no kidnappers or there are no criminals, but Eastern Security Network are not kidnappers and they're not criminals. And let me tell you one thing again is that Soludo will fail. Soludo will have entire Biafra to fight. And the time has come. It's not like it is going to come. So let him continue to send Fulani into our forest to kill our ESN, while they cannot go after the Fulanis that are killing our people, or after the terrorists that are killing our people. So we are going to respond to them very soon. That's a promise, because it is part of the defense of our land. So by the time we are going to start the Biafra thing, we will know who is going to come to attack us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah. All right. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mr. Simon.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I am calling from Biafra land, quite precisely.
You're welcome.
No Guacha. Thank you. But this is my first time of calling you.
Wow, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All we are saying is that we do election in Biafra land. We have been preaching this gospel every day, no matter what, how people have been criticizing us. But one thing I want to tell you is that I got information yesterday about what is happening in my village in Ohafia. My sister called me that our men have gone into the bush after the Fulani, because last time we chased them out, it's like they are forced back to come back to attack our people against these Fulanis. Because last time when we chased them out, this good Lord body camp, their people are inside that body camp. They use them to begin to fight our people in Ohafia there. So I don't know, you have to do something about that area so that our people will also know what is happening. And again, what I want to ask you again is, I'm afraid for this no election or declaring of Biafra next year, our leader is still in the hands of the DSS.
My brother, it will be taken care. We don't want to hear anybody telling us anything afraid. Our leader is there, and measures are being taken. So I don't want to discuss anything on that issue. Don't come here to tell us about afraid. You are just telling me now about how they are coming to occupy your land in Ohafia there, in your village. Something that is happening. You are not afraid of that. You are afraid of declaring Biafra or anything. We are telling you that Biafra is coming. That Biafra has been declared. So we are not going to declare Biafra again. Biafra is being restored. Biafra has been declared. I don't know how many times we are going to declare Biafra. So a lot of people will come. This one will say we are going to declare Biafra. That one will say Biafra has been declared. This one will say they have declared the Biafra government of this and that. Biafra has been declared before. So we are only restoring those that they deceived our heroes then, and made them to lay down their arms, and they could not fight till the last man standing. So that's what we are restoring. Restoring back our nation, the nation of Biafra. And so anything afraid of declaring Biafra shouldn't be coming at this point, because we have seen it all. There is nothing we have not seen. Nothing is happening to our leader. Our leader is, he will be out very, very soon. I am telling you. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And this awareness was to go around, I don't know how to set your mind in that our place there, because the last time they went and knocked down Kaya, I saw it in Facebook. They are passing the information that everyone should go and collect PVC to vote to P2B. I have counted it many times.
You don't need
to
just make sure you tell your people when the time comes, they hear sit at home, they should just sit at home. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. There is no two ways about it. When the time to sit at home, you sit at home. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
Glory be to God. This is my first time of getting you online.
Everybody is getting me for the very first time. You're welcome to the program.
Welcome, Agu Jebe.
Ndewo.
One number. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
I have one or two questions to ask you.
Go ahead.
We've been broadcasting and announcing there won't be election 2023, right?
Yes, in Biafra land.
Is this no election only Igbo speaking Biafra or all Biafra land?
Did you hear me say in Igbo speaking Biafra? I said Biafra land. So wherever the Biafra land is, we're going to make it possible.
Okay. Secondly, please, it's about the so-called Saludo. I know Saludo right from UNN. He was my professor.
Okay.
I think the little respect he has, I think within 1 or 2 days of this politics, he saw it out. 2, this is the aim of Saludo, to destroy Abga, because second thing, nobody will vote him. Then another party will take over Anambra.
Yes.
3, he should ask himself, if he come out for any post tomorrow, whether people will fight for him the way they are fighting for Peter, even though we don't support the election.
Yes.
He should have remained as governor of Central Bank. Then I have the honor than to be celebrated as a goat and die like a cow. Well, if someone will tell him, let them tell him to cool down, because I think he's going the wrong way. Another question I have to ask is this. You know, you've been so specific. The time Biafra will come. Is it going to be by dialogue or by gun?
It doesn't matter whichever way it comes. We are ready for dialogue. We are ready for gun. We are ready for water. We are ready for fire. So our freedom is not something that we are going to, it's going to come anyhow, depending on what is attainable at the time. So we have to be ready for anything, because freedom doesn't come with sugar. People fight, and they fight for their freedom. So if our own is not going to be by fight, is a welcome development. But generally, people fight for their freedom. It is only in a developed world that somebody can go into referendum and vote. Like you see, Scottish, they are now proposing their referendum for next year, just like we are doing now. Our own now is that we are asking for exit, but nobody is listening to us. So we are, unfortunately, we fall into the people they're called third world. I don't even think that we are in the third world. I think we're in the 10th world country. So because third world is some people that can feed 3 times a day, and people that don't have people littering in their street. So our own should be like 10th country of the world. So if it is going to come by gun and bullet, we are ready. If it is going to come by referendum, we are ready. But the point is that we are telling them that we are not scared anymore to fight. That is just the point. All right. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. All right. Good evening from here.
Hello. Good evening. I'm calling from Biafra land.
Yes, you're welcome. You don't need to say your name. Go ahead with your question.
Okay. Samantha, I love you so much.
I love you too.
I like what you are doing.
I love you too. That is why you people are the reason why we are doing this. So, yes. We need to give you good life. We need to make you secure.
I've been following you since since, let me say, last year.
You're welcome. Go ahead with your question.
What I want to beg the autopilot and the IPOP worldwide, those people that stand for the truth, and in this defense of this no-election, because we are going to defend with everything we have, both in the sea and the land and the air. Understand?
Yes.
So I want our IPOP media, both our ESN, and to defend to the last, not in the time that we are going to lose gun or we are going to lose bullets. Understand? We have to prepare well so that in any way we need help, at least we are going to have an alternative. Not say that our bullets are finished or we don't have money to buy weapons or to buy anything. We have to come out with full force and prepared.
Well, we have informed and we continue to inform our people. So let nobody say that we didn't inform them or that we didn't tell them on time. So everybody have heard how we have been soliciting for funding. Of course, people are responding, of course. But in a situation like this, nothing is ever enough. So it is better that we have excess of it than managing it. So nobody will come tomorrow to say we did not inform them that we want to protect our land. The issue is that the war is already in our doorstep. They are killing people in our land more than in Ukraine. This is a fact. They are killing people in our land more than in Somalia. This is a fact.
Yes.
In Imo State, I am telling you the fact. You can check the statistics. In Imo State, Biafrans that Nigeria people have killed are more than the people that died in Somalia. And as I'm talking to you today,
another thing I want to say that
yes.
Do you have alliance with another nation that can help?
If I have alliance, I will not come here to start telling you about alliance. So
yes, I don't ask for that, but it's very important.
But you just ask it. But you just ask it now. Now you just ask if I have alliance. So you're expecting me to come and tell you the country that we have alliance with?
No, I don't mean that.
All right. So any other question?
No.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Good evening, Simon.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very glad to speak with you today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Please, Simon, there's something I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
And the question is not for you. It's for we that is in here, and we that is here in the Igbo land.
Okay.
Please, this Obi, everybody is shouting Obi, Obi.
Everybody, my brother, everybody is not shouting Obi. We are the people. We are the people shouting Obi.
I'm talking about the media people, all those celebrities, these people.
Okay.
No, I'm talking. When Obi become a president, is he going to remove chief of army staff? Is he going to remove chief of justice Fulani?
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to remove next chairman Fulani? Mm-hmm. Is he going to remove commissioner of police Fulani?
Yes.
Is he going to remove all those Fulani people, bandits that fool Abia, Ondo, all Eastern region inside the bush? Is he going to remove all of them? Is he going to remove all those repentant Boko Haram that is in Nigeria so that fool Obalo now, fool all Nigerians, all Eastern region now? Is he going to start from them, or is he going to make an Igbo man chief of army staff or chief of justice? I don't even understand why people are not reasoning well. Something that is very clear that even 150 people cannot make Nigeria good. Nigeria is already a third country. Let's all reason. This is the simple mathematics. How can somebody that is not even take care of even governorship, that is even the road to his house is not okay? How can he rule Nigeria? If they just wanted to use this guy and draw us back, which is not going to happen. Let me tell you honestly speaking, this is time for we to choose our destiny, to choose our destiny, to choose our future.
Of course.
This is not time for president or Nigeria is already gone. This is heavenly, the time that God gave us for us to be rebraced. Yeah, this is when Israelite is Babylon, there's a time for everything. In Exodus 3 verse 1, they say there's time for everything, and this is our time to be free. And maybe one of those people that be thinking, or maybe person that paid for us, or maybe somebody see 500,000, 200,000 on his account, he may be thinking that everything is okay. Let us manage one Nigeria. No. Let us fight our future children. Let us fight for our future children. It's not much they will suffer like us. It's not much they will be slaves like us. Let us fight our future children. It's not much that every time people will be. Biafra is an ideology. It cannot go. Whether we teach them something about Biafra, we will not teach them. They will know there's something like Biafra, and they will still be suffering and fighting for it. Let us make this life to be easy for our future children. I don't know why our Igbo people are so difficult to understand things. This bit of it that they brought out now is for destruction. It's just like an enemy. It's just like a devil to an Igbo man. It's like a devil to Biafran people. It's like a devil. It's like an angel of destruction. I don't know even see the reason why we'll be talking about that kind of person. But only thing I assure you people that the ancestors, the gods of the land is with Biafran people, those autopilots. I believe that the gods of the land, the ancestors have possessed all genuine autopiloters. I'm not calling any person name, but all the genuine autopiloters, the gods of the land is with them. And this is the time. Even let me tell you something. Let me do it as let me prophesy. Before this 2023, something that will cause not to be election will come. Not even this one you are saying safe. It will be easy for us safe. Something that will cause for this election not to happen will come. And it will not be from Biafran side safe. It will be easy for us because the gods of our land have already rise. Because we are going to be free. When you not go to war, you cannot get up. You must go to war before you get your freedom. You cannot stay in Babylon and become freedom. No, you must go to war before you get freedom. And another one is that these evil people that are pointing hand and calling for people.
Thank you very much. We have to bring some other people to ask their question. We appreciate you. You have made a very good point. Thank you very much. Oh. Thank you very much.
But there's something I want to say that is very important too.
Yeah, but you have not said it. You have not said it all this while. You can say it sometime. You can say it sometime else. Please let us bring other people to ask their question. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening from here.
Good evening, Simon Ekpa.
You're welcome to the program.
Simon Ekpa, I'm very happy to get you today. Simon Ekpa, thank you very, very much. Indeed, a helper that God sent to every one of us at this time. First of all, I started listening to you many years ago. The first time I listened to you, after listening to Nnamdi Kanu, something struck me that this is a man that will help Nnamdi Kanu to achieve Biafra. You are very, very, to understand you is very easy. Anybody that listens to Nnamdi Kanu and believe in Biafra agitation or Biafra liberation will easily understand you. Thank you very, very much. Now, there's a question I want to ask.
Go ahead.
You answered it briefly, but, I needed more light. During next year, after no election in Biafra land, you mentioned that we'll be sit at home for some time to know whether they will come for attacks to defend our land. First of all, I'm calling from the zoo. That's why I didn't mention my name.
Okay, go ahead.
So if these people come and they the aggression continue for a while. So is there any plan concerning the finances, the currency, because you mentioned about the structure for Biafran government, you mentioned something like that, and we, if the aggression continues for a while, like what happened the other time, is there anything like the kind of currency, whatever? I don't want to go deeper. Something similar, the economy, the kind of currency that will be adopted if they decide to, is there anything like that? Any plan to cover that area?
One thing is that when we are getting to that point, a lot of things will be made public. Yesterday, if you follow our program yesterday, I was calling on different professionals of Biafra extraction. I was calling on different group of Biafra extraction to get ready. Okay? Because when you hear people say, the way some people are talking about this Biafra, you think they have anything to offer. You don't know, they don't have any other thing to offer other than ranting on some radio that Biafra this, Biafra that. So they don't have anything to offer intellectually. They don't have anything to offer economically to this struggle other than ranting and, ordering people to be killed. So that's why we, the genuine agitators, under the divine mandate and the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, we know what we are doing. Of course, there are a lot of things already going on, but it is not something you can just come to say, okay, it is going to be like this, because the Biafra is bigger than anybody. You understand? You see, when this thing will happen, all these people that are fighting against what we are doing today will come and begin to talk, and you can't stop them, and you can't stop them from talking. Okay, they will come to bring idea. You can't stop them from bringing idea. They will come to want to contribute the quota they want to. You cannot stop them. You cannot say, "Oh, you came late." Okay, so that's why from our genuine heart, we are calling people now to get ready so that they will not be taken unaware. And when I'm making that call, I'm not calling for you to eat food. I'm not calling for you to get cloth. I'm calling so that the sectors of Biafra government will begin to take its shape for those who have something professionally to offer in different areas to start buckling up. But some of them don't even believe that Biafra will come. You understand? Some of them believe, but they don't know when. So that's why I'm calling them.
Thank you.
I'm calling them to start getting ready and preparing whatever they think they can offer to Biafra people.
Yes, thank you, Simon. When I was thinking about this a few days ago, I have this confidence. There's a lot of people that God has prepared the way He prepared you, that we actually help. I'm just using the opportunity to, call them if they are listening. Because what you are doing is when I think through it, the work is enormous. So we need people that's very strong, that's well rooted in these areas, for nation building, because you see, you are fronting yourself, but we need people who can concentrate to be able to drive deep some important, structures that will be able to carry.
Let me tell you, I am not moved. They are gonna come, in this autopilot. So for those who have worked very close with me, they know that I have never ever panicked for one day. I have never ever get worried how we are going to solve any problem. All of them that are watching me, anybody that have worked closely with me, I have never ever, worried for one day on all these things that have been happening. All this, I have never been worried for one day. What I normally tell them is that when this problem come, I will tell them this one, don't worry, when we get there, we'll cross it. And we have been crossing it like that. So
someone I totally believe you. I just asked this question. I believe you. I just asked this question to stay off the minds of some people to come. Everybody needs to come on board.
They're gonna come.
I believe you when you say it's coming 2023. I believe you because I watch you, I observe you. Even I make a study about you. I discover that you are a go-getter. You are somebody who puts in everything to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And there's a lot of people that I know that will join you because God is building us. Even me myself, as I'm listening to you, are giving me some level of commitment. It gets me to think deeper. Thank you very much. I don't want to waste so much of your time, but I believe in 6 months from now we're going to be,
definitely. It is going to be a different ball game altogether. We need remember that we need money. Very, very important. So anybody,
I know.
We need money. The money is the most important thing now. We need money. So anybody all those billionaires should come up. They don't need to come and make it open. They should come up secretly and fund this movement.
We are doing the campaign secretly, and we are getting people convinced, getting them to know, that what is happening is beyond what have happened before.
Yes.
At this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we are praying for you, and the Lord is your strength.
Amen.
Together we will win this war.
Amen. Amen. You say, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we continue, and there is a poll. There is a poll for the voting. We're gonna be doing this every day. When we remember. If you look at the comment section, there is a poll, and this poll in the next it is now 7 minutes. Posted 7 minutes ago, we have 526 votes, and 98% say no election in Biafra land, and 2% say election in Biafra land. And please, if you are watching, we have over 3,000 people on YouTube alone. Please take your time and hit the like button. We want to see 3,000 of you watching to hit the like button. Go there. We have only 1,500 likes, so that it will give a notification to other people that we are live. Please go and hit the like button. Take your time and hit the like button. Very important. You're welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm so happy this evening.
You're welcome.
To hear from you. I mean, your voice.
You're welcome.
You are good. Well, I wouldn't mention my name, but sometimes I do send you some message on WhatsApp, and I think from there you know.
Go ahead.
Talking. Actually, calling from Biafra land. I just want to, commend you on what you are doing, and again, all the things you have been, telling us, they are all true. And for me, right from the beginning, I know that, of course, you've come for this movement, that everything will be achieved, because many have died for this freedom. And sometimes I look at some of our people, the way that, even those they say that they are leaders, or somehow working with our leader, Mazi, all of them, they don't know what they're supposed to do, or what they've come to do. So I just want to commend you, Mazi, for the good work you're doing for us. We're here watching, we are happy, and we are having that faith. At least you are giving us to build up so that a lot of things will happen. And of course, the issue of no election, that one is also noted. So nobody should, be, asking questions in the election, because there's no need of talking about the election, because what we are looking for is for Biafra. The people that have died for this thing cannot be abandoned just like that.
Exactly.
It never happen. So either we'll go for that war, or they give us a referendum in a peaceful way. So there's no election. So I want to commend the man for what you're doing. I'm so happy to hear from you this night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
All right, sir. Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Welcome to the program. Hello. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
evening, Mazi.
Ndewo.
Yeah, thank you for the good work you are doing for all of us. I should make you put that there and continue to strengthen you.
You say?
Yeah, I know you have said the one, I think inside last week you said something about that. Somebody asked you about Bitcoin wallet. Because I don't know how far you have gone on that, because some of us that are not abroad, we also like to participate on that Bitcoin.
Please, yes, you mean about Bitcoin?
Yes, the Bitcoin wallet.
I think it has been added to the website.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'll go to the
so
website.
the crypto has been added to the website. So anybody that wants to make donation, especially those for the $10,000 crypto, if you want to make donation through crypto, it is there in the website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Please also make more awareness on this, because some people are not aware that you have the wallet and crypto wallet there.
Yes, there is crypto wallet now in the website, so people can make donation. I think I will be, yes, I didn't remember to announce it, but yes, there is crypto wallet in the website for the very first time in the history of this movement.
All right, thank you very much, Mazi. You have done everything, virtually everything.
Thank you.
Just continue to study, even do more. Nothing can bring you down. I see you, I just look at this if you don't know who this man is.
You say?
If only they know.
Thank you very much.
They cannot fight, but they wouldn't have come after you in the first place.
Because that is, they were never genuine in the first place, so they were, so God have exposed them.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you always say, let us move with speed.
Exactly, with speed. We have changed gear.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Hello. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to the program.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Simon.
Good morning from here. Chai, you don't have a spirit. Thank you very much. Right. Ise.
Onye nwe m gọzie gị ka m hapụ ndị ọzọ ka ha na-akpọ.
Wow.
Anyị kwụ n'ihe a na-eme. No election in Biafra land.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love this. Thank you.
My brother.
Thank you. Ndewo.
Okay.
Ndewo. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello. Brother Simon, good evening.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, good evening from here. Calling from Gambia.
IK from Gambia. You're welcome to the program.
Yes, first time of calling you. I'm happy to get you today online.
First time.
Always I be trying but not picking.
Wow. You're welcome.
Yeah. What little thing I want to chip in is that I want to encourage my people, my Biafran people. Let them not be panicking of what to use and that everything will be in place when the time needs.
Yes.
Let them obey what Simon Ekpa is telling them. So everything will be normal. I just want to encourage our people. Let them not be panicking. Just obey. And as they can see, the new fighter, Simon Ekpa is calling every other agitators to come on board. He's not doing it alone, and he's not doing it by himself.
Yes.
And whatever Simon Ekpa is doing is what Mazi and the Kanu would like to do if he's out.
Yes.
So let us focus and join Simon Ekpa. Encourage him. When the time needs, our border will be secured. This fight we are talking fight is just to secure all our border, secure the air. That is all. But when the time needs, those things will be put in place. Let no one panic.
Exactly.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I will be calling, since I've been trying to get you, but I could not get you. Since the first day you start this agitation, I've been following you. Until when autopilot was declared, which you did not, you are not even the one, you just say that Biafran struggle has entered the autopilot.
Exactly.
They start calling us autopiloters. And we accept the name they give us.
Yes.
The name is start disturbing them again. They start envying the name they give us. They are the one that call us autopiloters.
Yes.
You just mentioned that the Biafra agitators have entered, Biafran struggle has entered autopilot. They use it against us and start calling us autopiloters. Now we accept the name. The name will start beating them again. I don't know what to do to them again.
Honestly.
I don't know what we have done to them.
Honestly.
But I'm just encouraging you with you. And the Chukwu Okike, God of Biafra is with you. Nothing to worry. And I want to encourage our people. Let them stop panicking and just be ready for things to come.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate. And
okay.
And those asking for the number, I'm just sending the number now on, so you can see the number there. You can call that number. I don't know why this number calling me cannot connect. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here. Hello.
Good morning from HK.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Ndewo.
Nke na-achọ igwe ọsọ.
Ndewo.
Ofu onye na-achụ DOS ọsọ. Adịrịghị na mma n'ụtụtụ, adịrịghị mma ihe, adịrịghị mma na mmadụ.
Ise.
Because I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes, my question is, it will be like a praise, but I have a question after this. I bless your name for bringing ESN and other groups together under one umbrella. That is the best achievement of something that is beating my heart to be very happy. Which all these useless rats in the media they could not do. For bringing these people together, it's not easy. So, but I want to ask this question. Since now they have come together, so does it mean now that Autopilot is taking care of their finance and all their support, all their needs together?
There is nothing like taking need or finance together. You know, the struggle for Biafra involves a lot of things. It is not all about finance and need. This any group that is coming has been in existence before now, and they have been doing their things before now. So it is not about finance or taking care of them. They have been in existence before now, and they are doing things that people know. So anybody that is coming to join us today is coming because he knows that, or then the group knows that when you that is what we are. And of course that does not mean that if there is need for us to support each other, we are not going to support each other. So it is going to be if there is need to support each other, we are ready to support each other to make sure that we get the desired result. But any group that is coming together with us, they have been in existence and they have been doing their things, and we are not the one funding them in the first place before now. So, but if the need like I said, if the need for support comes in and it has to do with the movement and going forward, yes, we are going to support. We are going to support each other, not just us supporting them, but also them supporting us. So we are going to support each other when the time, if the need arises.
All right. Thank you for the clarification. So I have another question.
Go ahead.
Okay, my question is this. I don't know if it is possible, or is it possible for you, have it been possible for you to reach our big shots secretly for supporting of this movement? Not just coming on air, because I know some people would not like to come on air to support this movement. Is it possible to reach out to them through one means or the other, like people that know some of our big shots? You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
To reach them, not to come online to.
Yes, we have been saying that. We have been saying it. We have said anybody who wants to support this movement can come and support us secretly. You don't need to, and you can reach out to any of the Umadas. You can reach out to me. The person can reach out to Umada. He can just, may be difficult somehow, but they can reach us to us. Let them just contact any of the Umada. There is what we call our privacy is top notch. It's not like what you see in the IPOB before. So if the person gets contact with any of the Umada, like Madam Ifi or Madam Azoka, and and the information are there available. So anybody that is interested to be part of the funding of this movement between now and December, because the most important thing now is between now and December. When we need these formidable things we need between now and December. And then after that, every other thing continues as normal. So if they come up now and contact either me or contact Madam Azoka or Madam Ifi or any of the Umuada and show interest. You don't need to, when you contact the Umuada, tell them that you want to speak to Umuada, you want to speak to Madam Azoka, or you want to be part, or you want to, to speak privately, to any of us, to me, for example, that, but you don't, so that the person can have more confidence and all that. And then we can reach to the person, him or her, and we'll start from there. And anything you do with us remains there. It doesn't go nowhere. So that is one thing we assure anybody that comes, because this is not about individual. This is not a group. This is about a nation of Biafra.
Yes, about the nation.
So anybody that is coming is not doing a service, is not doing anything to me or to anybody, but to himself and his generation and the unborn children. So the only thing we are doing now is that we have volunteered ourselves to be in the front line. So, and they should be happy to have genuine people now in this struggle that will restore Biafra next year. When I'm talking about this next year, people think I'm joking. It is not, my brother. This is not a joke. I know you. So this Biafra you see is coming next year. Whether they like it or not, and how it is going to happen, everybody will see it. How it is going to happen. And when we approach, as we approach September, as we approach November, as we approach December, you will be seeing Biafra. You'll be dreaming and you'll be seeing Biafra with what is going to be going on. So we are here, and
some of the big shots I contacted, they tell me that it has been difficult for them to contact you. They told me like that. But what I want to request from you, is it possible for you to print your email address on your target when you are broadcasting, so that it will be there, so that people can always see especially your email address. You tag it on to be there online, so that people will see, not just mention it on them, not your phone number, private number.
Yes,
I don't know if it is possible. You tag your email address.
I will be doing that. Well,
Yes.
I must tell you that yes, it will be very difficult for people to contact me by WhatsApp or anything, but I think email, no matter how, I will still read it somehow. I will still read it. So if I see any email that is very important email that has to do with the funding of the ESN, that is the first email I will read. Believe me, because
that is one of the things they told me, so that the identity and everything cannot be discussed with anybody. So
Yes.
they can contact you through the email. When you pin it here, it will be very easy for somebody to get it, not from demanding from anybody. So they will just see your email and send the information to your email direct.
I will
So
do that. I will update my. I will be updating the email will be here from tomorrow, and then I will also see whether the email will be on our Twitter page, so that people can see the email.
That's very, very encouraging. And I want to tell you something. Yesterday, the person here, one person, one particular man who never believed in autopilot saw me yesterday. Do you know what he said?
No.
He called me. He said, "My brother, come, I'll buy you food." He bought me lunch and told me that now he has discovered why I always believe in autopilot. That is now in fact, that is now a chief of autopilot in this place.
Are you serious? Well,
I have taken more than 4 months to convince this man, but he was the person that called me yesterday. He bought me lunch and told me from now on that he is the chief of autopilot in this place.
Wow. Well, we know that people
they
are going to know the truth very soon, and a lot of people are coming back, including those who have left the movement because of what was going on. You see, yesterday we received calls, and a lot of people are coming. So they are coming back. And we are expecting.
He said he has come back to monitor what the DOS and all this chica nonsense and all them are doing. It's now he's believing his senses is coming back. He has just come back to refresh and check what the activities of what they are doing and come to watch your program. He is now believing and watch the media of autopilot. That everything that they are doing here is genuine. That these people have they don't come with any evidence in what they are doing. Thank you, my brother. Let me not waste much time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for receiving my call.
Thank
and
you.
The email address will be. You will see.
The email address is already. The email address is already on the screen, as you can see. There is email address info@ekpa.fi, and then there is the WhatsApp number there. So it is already on the screen. Thank you very much.
So much. I will pass it to them. I will tell them that you have done it. They'll do it. You will see the emails they will send to you.
Thank you. All right. Welcome to the program. We are having new chief of autopilot everywhere in the world, and they are coming and they are joining. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Simon, God bless you. Good morning. It's your sister from Warri.
Good morning from here, our sister, our Warri sister.
Oh, there is one song now that I wanted to call you for, but that gentleman beat me to it. I don't know the meaning of the song, but it goes, oh, I don't know the meaning, but anytime I sing it, I got good people.
Okay, you don't know the meaning of the song. I'm going to tell you the meaning.
But please.
All right.
I love it.
The meaning of the song is that our God does things that people, when things is not possible, that our God does things. He makes things that are impossible to be possible. So, in other words, what God cannot do does not exist.
I always get good people when you're singing this. I wanted to call just to sing this song for you.
Wow.
Honestly, but that man beat me to it.
Thank you.
I will meet you on
fundraising.
We are doing about this.
Yes, fundraising. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Good evening and welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? All right. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mr. Simon.
Welcome to the program.
How you doing, Mr. Simon?
I'm doing very fine, and you?
I'm all right. I have 3 questions for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. And you don't have to give a whole full details about this question, because this question pertains the answer you're going to give. You're talking to people in Biafra land.
Okay.
And people who will be in the future of Biafra. So, number 1 question is about students. Number 2 question is about the healthcare. And number 3 question is about people doing business and who are going to do business in Biafra land. So my number 1 question to you about students is, what do you think about student grants and student loans in our future Biafra?
Thank you very much. I am looking at Biafra that we are going to have a free education. The free education to Biafra people and tuition fee for non-Biafra citizens. And then I am also looking for a Biafra where students will be entitled for social support. The social support is that as a student, you are entitled to some token of grant every month to sustain yourself. This is what is attainable. This is what is a normal practice in the Western world. In the Western world, if you live in a country where you have a tuition-free education, you are also entitled to receive a social support. We call it a social welfare and the support. And for example, in the country where I live, we call it the National Insurance Scheme. So this is the kind of Biafra I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Biafra where everybody will have every month something to feed him or herself. I'm looking for a Biafra where people are no longer going to live with $1 a day. I'm looking for a Biafra where we are going to build a database system to give account of every individual, every person coming in and going out of Biafra land. These are the kind of Biafra I'm looking for, and we are going to get it. So yes. So yes, the issue of grant, yes, like I've answered. And those who want to study abroad, I don't think there will be any reason for any Biafra person to go and study abroad. Maybe that could be possible for the first 10 years or 15 years of Biafra. But after that, I don't think anybody would want to go outside to study, even no matter how much you want to give the person. Because we're going to have the best school.
Thank you very much for this answer, because the people back home, are people we love education so much. And if you're listening, this is how the future of Biafra is going to be. Now, my second question to you is about, what do you think about healthcare in Biafra land, in a future of Biafra?
Thank you very much. The Biafra I'm looking for is a Biafra that every citizen of Biafra will have a free medical care system. The free medical care system is this something is attainable in most of the Western country, where once you are in that country and you are living legally, even those who live illegally in that country are covered by the health care system. But somehow, those who have no legal document will be subjected to different rigorous process before they can, get some required medical attention. But in a serious cases, it is, I will not use the word circumvent because that is not probably appropriate word, but I will borrow that particular circumvention. So when you have a very serious case as an illegal immigrant in different countries, especially in Europe, the system itself automatically circumvent the system to give you, to attend to the problem you have, to the health problem you have, But if you have a minor health issue, they will subject you to go through a rigorous process before you are treated. So what I'm trying to say is that the Biafra I'm fighting for, I want a Biafra where every Biafra citizen will have a free medical service. And this is just very easy to achieve. The free medical service is going to be subsidized by the national insurance scheme. The national insurance scheme of Biafra will subsidize every medical treatment of any Biafra citizen. So we are, first of all, we're going to have a workable insurance, a national insurance system that is going to be government-powered insurance. When this government-powered insurance will come into force, if you go to any hospital for treatment, you will be, of course, it is free, like I said, but then you may be asked to pay maybe like 1%, 2% of the visiting the doctor, for example. So this is what we almost the something we practice and we do here. So it is going to be, when we say free, it's not completely free as such, but then you are going to be your healthcare bill or medical bills, or that will be the national insurance scheme will subsidize it. So we will have a workable national insurance system. Once that is done, everybody in Biafra land will be secured. You don't have the reason to travel to India for medical equipment. In fact, they will be coming to us, not we going to them. Thank you.
Okay, good. And the reason why I brought up healthcare is because there are so many people back home in Nigeria where they can't even deliver safely. Some people die during like pregnancy, like delivery process, and if you watch the doctors and the nurses out there, they are not patient. They like help. They like doing what they call cesarean process, where women lose their life. And there are so many people. Sometimes you're gonna have a patient where you're gonna fall a victim. They're gonna tell you to bring some money before they can touch you or treat you. So that is the reason why I really appreciate the answer you just gave. And
yes, let me touch it. Let me touch it a little bit, because this is a disaster. It's a very big disaster in Nigeria. Nigeria, like you said, a lot of people have died because when you go to hospital, they ask you to deposit money before they can touch you. This is evil. This is evil. Is the worst evil and demonic practice that have befall us in Africa. And I don't know other parts of Africa, but especially in Nigeria. So in Biafra land, it is going to be life first before anything. And like I said, the coming into force, the national insurance scheme law will solve that problem 100%. So when anybody have issue in Biafra land, as a citizen of Biafra, your life will first of all be saved before even the subsidizing the medical expenses, which you don't have to pay, but because we are going to be funding the national insurance scheme. So these are the issue that once it is solved, the life of our people will turn 360 degree, and we are going to live like Western world, or even better than them. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, permit me to add one more question, because these questions are very, very
in fact, I don't mind having you for the next 30 minutes, so you can ask me every question that everybody wants to, because these are the kind of question I want to be, hearing.
Okay. Now, the other question I want to ask is, because when you look at Biafra, we are business-minded people. We love business a lot. But our major problem is capital. Who's going to fund us? Like, do you think, or let me say, do you think the government, the Biafran government, the future Biafran government will fund people who have the zeal, let me say the small enterprise, like the small economy? What do you think about that?
In law, I would say you are asking me a lead question.
No, Mr. Don't give a full detail.
Yeah.
You can just give the tip of the iceberg. Don't give a full detail.
I know.
Don't give full detail.
I know, but it is, these are the kind of question that I need to elaborate, for people to know what we are looking at, what we are looking for. So yes, in Biafra, the Biafra I am fighting for, the Biafra I am agitating for, I want to see a Biafra where the business people who want to, both the small and medium scale business will also be funded, because this is, we have to have a plan. Let me just give you an example what I mean by that. Because when you hear fund, there are people will say, where is the money going to come from? Every time fund, you don't even have the money. Okay, now let me tell you how this funding is all about. What I mean by funding. And some of the Western world, if you want to set up a business, a small scale business, you are going to make application to get grant. That grant is not the grant you are going to use to buy the goods you need, depending on the kind of business you want to open. So you're going to make application. The application basically is to support you, to support you going into entrepreneur life. You need to be feeding, you need to pay your house rent and all that. So person is going to make application to for the support from the same national insurance system. Now, after you have made this application, you are going to submit the business plan. You're going to submit the calculation of the business calculation for the next, maybe like the next 2 years or something. You have to convince the insurance scheme or the labor office, depending on what system we are going to adopt. You need to convince the labor office that this business you want to do will be lucrative and it will make you to live and make a living and live very good with this business. Now, once you are able to convince the labor office and they make approval of that particular business or your application, it means that you will be receiving some certain grant every month to support your business as a person who have just entered into business life. Now, this is what I am looking for. Somebody like me, that is why I am fighting for Biafra. So that a Biafra where everybody who have what it takes to set up a business and run a business, and considering the fact that Biafra people are very smart people, who are business oriented, we are going to take over China. I am telling you, in the next 10 years of Biafra, believe me, with a well-structured and well-planned labor market system, we are going to take over China, because our people will be able to come up with different business plan and business ideas, and we are going to support and fund them to make sure that they attain their goal in the every 2 years, because this whole forecast is going to be every 2 years forecast. So yes, we are going to support small scale business, medium, and even the big. Those who want to go into bigger businesses, they can get fund, and this fund from the government, the bigger company will be subjected to a repayment. You are going to repay if government give you a loan to go into a bigger business, and this is going to be possible through what we call bringing in the database system. The database system is a system that will set the pace for Biafra to hit the ground running. Once the database system is set, you are also going to have what we call the credit system. The credit system is going to be part of the database system that will give every Biafra citizen the opportunity to, to benefit from, services like this. Like if you want to go into business, you're going to have some grant given to you to start up your business. To support that grant, maybe for feeding, for expenses and all that. And then after 6 months, we are going to now review how far your business have gone, whether we will continue to support you or not, or whether we need to, allow you to continue that we have been able to, live your life and the business can feed you and all that. But, so these are the things that the kind of country I'm looking for. And I know it is achievable if people in Europe who don't have any natural resources can do it. We are going to do it better. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the answers, and I really appreciate good answers because I'm very glad now. So I have more questions for you, Ms. Simon. Now we are going to our parents.
I want you to ask me one more question. I know you have a question. Yes.
Okay, let me just ask you one more. So I have a lot of questions, but let me just ask you one more because I don't want to leave our parents behind. Because right now we have our parents. There are some people. What do you think about Social Security for our aged parents and housing? People that are from 60 years upwards. What do you think about Social Security and housing when it comes to our parents in a new Biafra?
What I'm looking at, first of all, I want a Biafra that will preserve our culture. Our culture is very, very important. During my life, as I study, I have come to realize that culture is the way of life of people. So, in so many things, we may not adopt a westernized system. The extended family system in Biafra will be preserved. I'm looking for a Biafra that will preserve an extended family system. The reason why the extended family system will be preserved in Biafra is so that we are not going to go astray. So we are going to have a law that will recognize extended family system. Now, the issue coming to the elderly people, our parents, is that, in some of the Western world, you see that elderly people have what we call the elderly people home. And so when they get old, they move them to this elderly people home, and they stay there, and the family will go there to visit them and all that. This also covered in insurance and all that. So it does not matter whether you are rich or poor, you are going to be cared for, you'll be taken care of for, and all that. And let me tell you that in the country where I live, as one of the decision maker in this country, as a politician in this country, I'm very, very much involved in how the system runs. So we are also, making amendment in this law that, has to do with the elderly people. So there is possibility for family members to either decide to take care of their elderly people at home if they want, as long as they can. And also this law is also available, and so it is a matter of choice. So some people who don't have people to take care of them will go to the elderly people home, and they spend their life there, and then they can be going there to visit them. And if they die, they now go to take them to burial and all that. So we are going to adopt a different system to preserve that extended family system in Biafra. The extended family system is that what we are going to do is that the elderly people, for those who want, and I believe everybody will want, because in our culture, it is very, very difficult for you to allow your parent to go somewhere and stay because they are old. So we are going to make sure that every family who have elderly people who have actually paid the price of our nation will be cared for. That we're going to give them a different and a special insurance scheme that will make sure that they are taken care of in a very different way. And one of the way we are going to do it is that somebody from the family could be assigned, and as the person who take care of this particular elderly people, and they're going to receive a special grant for that. It is not like grant, but if you receive some kind of social benefit for being the person taking care of the elderly people. So this is what we are going to do. So some people in the family can be appointed to be the ones who take care of these elderly people by changing their clothes, taking care of them if they go to toilet and all that, making sure that if they need medical attention, or if they want to go to hospital and all that, go to market for them and all that. So anybody that is taking charge of this will be receiving some kind of bonuses from the social services and from the National Insurance Scheme of Biafra. This is the kind of Biafra I'm looking for. We are not going to borrow everything from Europe because we have our culture, which needed to be preserved. Thank you very much. This is just a brief what I'm looking for in Biafra.
Simon, if you allow me, I will ask you 100 questions.
Please,
but thank you very much.
Please go ahead with one more, because it's like you are coming from somewhere. I don't know. You know, this is a very, very important question you have asked me today, and I don't think anybody has ever asked this kind of question.
Okay. Let me ask you one more question before I go.
Thank you.
Now, our force, like the police, the military, the air force, all the force, all the people that are in the force. Now, what will be their benefit? Like if you join the force, when you retire, or when you come out, or when you be in part of a reserve, what will be their benefit?
You see,
new Biafra.
Yeah, you see, I'm really happy with this question. You see, it is not just about benefit, okay? It is not just about benefit. This has to do with the security. You see, our security personnel will be the most respected people in Biafra land. Anybody, you see this ESN you see today, anybody that is part of this Eastern Security Network and fought their way through to this Biafra, they will be the most respected people in Biafra. We are going to make sure that they are well paid. We're going to make sure that there is going to be a planned, and you know, when we talk, every time I talk insurance, people don't understand that insurance is the life of every country. You know, in Nigeria, it is not like that. So there is nothing I'm going to address today. I'm not going to mention insurance, because this is insurance as the name implies. So we are going to have this, everybody in Biafra will have a compulsory insurance. Compulsory insurance is that when it's compulsory is that as you are in active service, the insurance, the insurance will be taking some kind of things out of your salaries and allowances and all that, so that when you retire from the active service, you are going to have a lot of things to fall back on, apart from other national insurance scheme that you are going to be receiving. So we are going to have a different package for every security personnel retired and in active service in Biafra Republic. So security and security personnel is going to be a very big business and a very big, status in Biafra Republic. Because without doing that, we are going nowhere. So we must invest in security. We must invest in our military. We must invest in our personnel. We must respect them and pay them very well. I'm looking at a Biafra where a person will serve in the military, and after serving, you will have your own home to stay. I'm looking for a Biafra where nobody will stay in mud house, not just because you are, you serve in the military or not. I'm looking for a Biafra where government will have what we call the government housing system or housing scheme, that nobody will live in mud house. This is the Biafra I'm looking for. So a lot of things need to be fixed. And this thing I'm telling you now will take us 10 years. Within 10 years, you're going to see Dubai. Better than Dubai even. All this dust you see in Biafra land will disappear. We know how to do it. It is just plan that is needed. And we have the plan, and we know what we can do to change a lot of things. So our security men will be respected, and they are going to have their gratuities, paid. In Nigeria, they say gratuity. We don't do that gratuity system. We're not going to do that in Biafra land. It is going to be a different system. When you retire, they put on some money in rubber band and give you. They say this is your gratuity retirement benefit. It's rubbish. Retirement benefit is going to be coming to our people on monthly basis until they die. Thank you very much,
Mr. Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to leave now.
All right.
Throw some light into, because I'm looking at the comments. Some people are confusing pension to Social Security. So I want you to let them know that Social Security and pension are the same. So it's just like a different, it's a different language or something like that.
Okay.
Just let them know. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. This scholar is one of the best scholars of the day, because this is the most important questions that people need to be asking. Since we are trying to leave Nigeria, what kind of Biafra are we looking at? Tell us what kind of. So this is kind of the question I want to ask, apart from the question on how to get Biafra, what we are doing, and all that. Welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Vicky Victoria. I want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know your plans or Biafra government plan for all these youths that have engaged, due to unemployment or hardship in Nigeria, have entered so many criminal gang. Some are cultists, some are kidnappers, some are armed robbers. So, and there is no how we can get the Biafra we want with this kind of people in the society. So, what is your plan concerning this set of people? Like let's take example of what happened in Anambra.
Let me correct you. You said there is no way we can get the Biafra we are looking for with this kind of people. I don't think it is the right word, because we are going to get Biafra now before we are talking about how to solve the problem you are talking about the social vice problem. So we are going to have what we call a rehabilitation center. Not this kind of rehabilitation center you see. We're going to have a well-equipped rehabilitation center, and we are going to have expatriate in those rehabilitation from the start, so that we are going to deal with the situation that our people that are coming, that their brain has been contaminated by the hardship of Nigeria. Fulani, it was a deliberate, or it is a deliberate policy to destroy our youth. So we are going to have a rehabilitation center that will take care of that. And it is not just in Biafra land. It is not just in Nigeria. Social vices and people with issues are everywhere, including in Western world. And there are ways they handle those issues. In some of the Western world, they allow people to make choices of going to, either the rehabilitation or not. But in Biafra land, because of the situation we have found ourselves, it is going to be compulsory for people we know that they have gone not. So we're going to make it. It is going to be in Biafra law that, in this beginning where we are building a nation like this, we are going to make it compulsory that those that their brain have gone not because of the Fulani infiltrated, or the Fulani policy destroying their brain, will go to a compulsory rehabilitation program. Rehabilitation program is not the kind of rehabilitation program they do with the Boko Haram. No, we are going to have state-of-the-art facilities for the rehabilitation. It has to do with natural treatment. It has to do with drugs. It has to do with so it has to do whatever that that is attainable, and what the Western world are using to treat people that have some kind of a situation like that. So we are going to be open to harness everything to make sure that our people are not subjected to, they are not at risk, because some of these people put the life of our people at risk. So we are going to have that rehabilitation center. What the rehabilitation center will be doing, how they treat these people individual. Of course, I'm not expert in this field, but I believe that we are going to have expert and the best. We will provide the best for our people, because we will have that resources to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Maz. God bless you.
Bless you too.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Yeah, good morning. One mother, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Oh, God, man, and I forget. They were watching it.
Oh, good man. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I have been listening to you. In fact, you are just as smart as you are. To help one of the questions brother asked you in terms of
in a business environment, which I am into, I was just so eager to answer that brother. And I want to tell him, I believe he's still listening right now. The Biafra we are looking at is not Nigeria. There is nothing, what if any in Nigeria? Number one, the moment Biafra is restored, our borders are going to be protected 100% as these gallant men are fighting right now. Our borders are going to be, number one, protected.
Yes.
By the time we protect our borders, we will now begin to deal inside what is inside. Because there were so many people who got on inside, I got flushed out. So apart from that, the Biafra we are fighting for is not just a jamboree nation. We are going to be productive. We are going to be super productive. I am already positioning myself because I will not import anything in Biafra land. Everything that I am going to do in terms of Ogodo is going to be produced in Biafra land. As a matter of fact, as it stands right now, it is difficult to work in Nigeria. I had plans to promote a whole lot of Aba made in terms of clothing, but it's very, very difficult because the mechanism is not there. But when Biafra comes, all these things will be there. Everything will be available. When you produce your product the same way China, listen, I go to China. When you will see somebody in his flat producing belts, producing socks, producing shirts, producing t-shirts, and by the time it's done, he will export it. These are the things we are going to be doing in Biafra land. We are going to be productive. We are not going to be lazy like in Nigeria. Like the woman, a lady that just called now, say, I understand her point, meaning the criminals, the guys that wants to be rich overnight. It's not going to be in Biafra land because there will be excess work only in construction alone. Only in construction alone. We are even going to be begging people to come and work in Biafra land because the job will be excess for Biafrans to do. So everybody should not panic. Our goal now is to fund the ESN 100%, make sure that they are well equipped, make sure that they are happy, make sure that they know that they are not doing what they are doing in vain, that they are doing it for themselves. So everybody should come on board to fund these gallant men that has volunteered to say, I am going to defend my land.
Yes.
Here. Listen, they don't joke with military men. They don't joke with any force, just like US. They don't joke with it. So why should we joke with ours? We are not going to joke with our military, police, in fact, security apparatus from even the ones you people call the security Kotuma, all of them will be protected in Biafra land and everybody will be happy.
Yes.
There will be nothing like a repeat. Let me say it. There will be nothing like a repeat of Nigeria anywhere close to Biafra land. So one of them, Simon Ekpa, I am just watching, I was nodding my head. I said, this guy is fully loaded. You are really, really, really fully loaded, my brother. And all those listening, there will be excess job in Biafra land that you will choose all the one that you want to work.
Yes.
The same thing that is happening in this country. Let me touch a little bit on the credit aspect of it. Nothing good comes easy.
Yes.
It took me time to build my credit in this country, but I messed it up with one thing. For people that does not understand what credit is all about, I messed it up when I didn't know what credit. That was when I came from zoo newly. Because when you come in here, they will give you credit card of $200. Nwere my own gakala nwa gagoro liquor nwa oruzi mgbe ya akwụ chefuo okwu the thing where pebble my credit only $200 pebble my credit and suffered it. After suffering it, then I learned what credit is all about.
Yes.
Because without credit, it will go. Yes. Without credit in this country, you cannot rent a house. You cannot do business. You cannot get a loan. Nothing. Absolutely nothing you cannot. That is what credit is all about. Because when Mazi Simon Ekpa was talking about it, I was just laughing. Here, for people that does not understand what credit is all about. So, Umu Chineke, Biafrans, Umu Chineke, that is what we are, the children of God. Bye. Believe you me, you will walk and run away. You won't walk again. So everybody should buckle up because the Biafra we are fighting for is a Biafra for all, that you will not lack anything.
Yes.
My brother Simon, that is the question we can do one them.
Honestly, I'm how come when I slept last, we slept 2 hours, 3 hours, and I will keep pushing. Any day I have to online, we will just go and sleep. I've been today.
It's very, very, very important. You have to try and get some rest. It's very, very, very important because
remember that since I started this Biafra, it has been like that. You remember,
yes.
It is, yes. So it has been like that, and nothing have changed.
Just say my brother Chineke Bagu, man. But for those thinking that Biafra is going to be a repeat of Nigeria, no, it's not true. It's not going to be. Listen, China will come down because they will bring them. In fact, the whole world is going to. Which company is going to be accepted in Biafra land? Yes. Mark this word. I am into business and I know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much, Goraman, for your contribution. And then I need one more call, and then we call it a day. One more call, and we call it a day. All right. Good evening. Good morning from here.
Good morning, my big brother Mazi Simon Ekpa.
You're welcome to the program. You're going to be the last caller today.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've been trying to call, trying.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, Mazi Simon, I just want to thank you for everything I've been doing for the African people. It's not easy. We are in very big times, but thank God that you stand on it and you are able to take us to the promised land. I'm very, very happy for everything. But don't be annoyed. I want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Please, before Ojukwu declared Biafra war, was it after Aguiro's death or before the Biafra war was declared? Was it after Aguiro's death?
Well, I don't think that this question is something that I'm going to answer you now. It's irrelevant to what we are saying here. So, what do you want to know? Which one was declared first? Was it when Aguirosi died or after? Well, why do you want to know?
No, I want to know because I have my reasons of asking it.
So, what is the reason?
The reason why I'm asking it is that Biafra, we are taking it as a joke. But people who doesn't know will think that all those things that we are saying or you are doing is a joke. I normally tell people that God has given Biafra another Aguirosi and Oju in Biafra land, which is Mazi Carlo and you yourself, Mazi Simon Ekpa.
You know the story of how Aguirosi was killed. You know it was in Lagos, right?
Yeah. My father was a Biafran soldier.
Okay.
He's still alive. Yeah. So you narrate the whole story to me. That's why I asked that question, because some people don't understand it. and some people don't know what it is. But I have come to make it clear because I want to let people to know that fighting for Biafra fighting for Biafra is not a task of somebody that just started. It's something that started for a very long time and which you and Mazi have come to take the task again. Because when Mazi started, people take it as a joke until you get to a certain level that they began to put the trust on him because they see him as another Ojuku in Biafra land. And I tell people that without Nnamdi Kanu and you yourself, no other person will be able to come out and fight for Biafra, and no other person will be able to come out and say things about Biafra that people will believe. And if they don't believe you, or if we don't believe you and focus on what we are fighting for, no other person again will be able to stand up and say, this is what we need in Biafra that people will accept or people will believe. Because I have seen it since I have been following you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since this struggle started. I have been following your programs every day and every time. So I have understand something about you, that you another person who will be able to take us to that promised land, no matter whatever it may take. So I want to urge our fellow Biafrans for them to be able to do what? To focus and follow you to the direction that you are giving us. Some people ask the question that if you are declaring Biafra, you say no election, that are you able to stand, or do we have an ammunition? My father told me that when Biafra was started, there was no ammunition, that he was around 10 years or 15 years that people come and took him. Then he went for training only for 3 months before he
my brother, I think we know what Biafra went through. We know what happened in Biafra war, and we know all those stories. So we are not here to tell the story of what happened in Biafra war. We know the history. We are going forward. We are going ahead, and we are moving forward. So please, nobody should come and start telling us about Biafra war and all that. We know the story of Biafra war. We have read it. We were not there during the war. We read the story. We know how the war started. We know how the war ended and all that. So, and we having that thing in mind, we are forging ahead, and that's what we are doing today. Thank you very much. I have somebody with a U.S. Army as a name, so I don't know. I said that this person is going to be the last person. And then here we're going to end the program today. Please, if you want to contact me, or if you have any other thing to say, you have to write, email, or wait for tomorrow. We are going to be having question and answer often from now going forward because of the engagement we have. So we'll be doing exposition, and then exposition like today is going to be a question and answer, tomorrow exposition. Now this is almost 3:30 a.m. here, so I need to sleep because tomorrow is work day. Thank you very much for being part of this program. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless ESN. May God bless Omada. May God bless all our alliances, BLN and BLN leaders and all of them. May God bless all of you. And from here, from me, it is good evening.
It's inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, undeflectable. There is nothing the enemy can do. Our core strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. On autopilot, I can assure you. We are 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 on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. The devil to enlighten and to educate without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, undeflectable. There is nothing the enemy can do. Our core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. Our core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. Core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. Core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. Core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. Strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I can assure you. And the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. The devil may. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, undeflectable. There is nothing the enemy can do. Our core is strength. We are on autopilot, I can assure